Yo, what's going on, gamers? Your boy, mav-rik, back with another daily dose. And in today's episode, first off, I'm still sick, man. If you can't tell, I'm feeling a little bit better. As far as weakness, I was having some really bad weakness, so that's feeling a little bit better. My throat doesn't necessarily hurt, but my voice is gone. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I was pissed, man. I sat there looking all sick and talking like this, and she looked in my ears, did a little looked down my throat, took my temperature. It's like, okay, well, you look normal. What the fluff do you mean I'm normal? Ain't nothing normal about me. Now it's my first time going to that doctor because my normal dude left since the last time I was sick. So I had this new chick, and I was like, man, get out of here. Her weave was crooked too. It's like, ain't no one listening to you. Anyway, she gave me like some antibiotics just in case like I get worse and I start getting the fever and stuff. But right now she thinks it's viral. But I actually, like I said, I woke up feeling a little bit better as far as physically and everything, but voice is still jacked up. So but yeah, just that was just a disclaimer, because I know I sound crazy and a lot different than y'all used to hearing me sound, but we still rocking with the daily doses. And today I want to talk about something very serious to me, and I don't even know if this is the right beat. We probably should have picked a more serious beat for this. Hold on, let me see. And yeah, we'll do this mid-video. I'm the only dude that'll do a video like this, and we'll switch mid, we need like something serious. There we go. This works. Oh, that's a good little serious beat, right? Alright, so what we're going to talk about, y'all, is I want to talk about this Michael Brown case, or the hashtag Ferguson, right? Now, alright, now I think it's a very serious issue, but I have some very strong opinions on it. Very, very, very strong. And I think I'm going to catch a lot of y'all by surprise with them. Alright. So, this Michael Brown incident, for those that don't know, right? It was, I believe he was 18. Black young man was shot by a white cop. That's just summarizing it. There's so many more details that go with the case. And, yeah. And people are in an uproar about it, right? If you don't know what the case is, I'm not going to go through and explain everything and go through all the details here. Do your own research, and then if you want to come back, leave your opinions. And everyone, I would suggest wait till the end of the video, hear what I say, disagree, agree, leave your opinions. But this case infuriates me, man. But not for the reason that most black people are frustrated about it, right? So, let me start by saying, you know, I've looked at all the stuff. I've seen, you know, all the different eyewitness testimonies. You know, they had the autopsies. I watched something that was saying the autopsies were saying all the bullets came from the front. Then I saw another forensic dude saying that one on the arm entered from the back side. And so, you know, there's a debate, were his hands up, were his hands down, was he coming at the officer, all that. There's all that evidence, right? Now let me say this. I do think that the officer, well, I says I don't know that he handled it the best that he could have. It's hard for me in my head looking at everything. Again, no matter which way it plays out, all the different scenarios, it's kind of hard for me to understand why he shot the young man in the head. Maybe bad aim, okay? If you're just, I feel like there's got to be certain type of intentions if you're shooting at someone's head. Could it be bad aim? Could it be that he was falling already? If he's already falling, why are you still shooting? I think there's a lot that could be said about the officer as far as what he did wrong. Was Officer Wilson? Isn't that his name? So I don't think that, you know, just the officer is without guilt. Okay. I find a lot of stuff hard to believe too from a lot of the witnesses though. And a lot of people like to talk about how consistent some of the witnesses were. There's a lot of inconsistencies too, as well as with a lot of stuff with the testimony that was inconsistent with what the autopsy showed. So I mean, I think there's a lot of room for interpretation, and that's when people's bias is gonna take over, right? Well, yeah, I want the cop to be innocent, so I'm gonna rock with this. I want the cop to be guilty, so I'm gonna roll with this. But I think, all right, that is what it is. Whether you stand where you stand on that is what it is. My issue is, right, and I hate for there to be race wars and to even have to talk race like this, but I mean, it's true, right? We do have, race issues still, in this country, in the United States. But okay, yeah, I just have I'm about to vomit and just explode all types of ranting and frustration right now. So I'm trying to contain. That's what I'm trying to do. So, all right. So I think we can't deny, right? We've come a long way, right, over the last 50 years, but there's still an issue with race, with discrimination, some just flat out racism, right? And that may even be inside the police department, right? We might have issues with cops stereotyping black males and maybe the justice system not being as fair as it should be to black males, being harder on black folks, right? Anyone that argues that, I think there's truth to it. My biggest issue though is with the black folks, because there's almost no ounce of responsibility taken. And it sucks. The whole Mike Brown situation is horrible. I hate that he had to lose his life. My heart goes out to his family, his mother, you know what I mean? That's horrible. But on the flip side, black folks, you got to be better than that, right? And again, and the stuff that I'm saying fits to both black and white people, but let's just be honest. Everyone's making this a race thing. Black people are mad because a white guy shot a black guy. Simple as that. That's really what it's about. Not saying that there's not white people that side with Mike Brown and stuff of that nature, but the gist of this is a race thing. And so you got so many black people that's frustrated because a white man killed a black guy. And they want to be taken seriously. They want justice. They want peace. And I'm going to be real. It's hard to take y'all serious. As a black person, it's hard to take my own black folks serious, because there's this uproar, right? We want this peace, and we want to march, and we want to protest, right? Because a white guy killed a black guy. And I'm actually gonna make something on a little Kermit the Frog, a little meme on my Instagram and post it a little bit later. So make sure you like it. Follow me on Instagram. But it's like, okay, white guy kills black guy, let's protest. Black guy kills black guy. We want to put it to a beat, make a song about it, and dance to it. It's really hard to take y'all serious when it's such an uproar that one of your people were killed, but yet you see this black on black crime nearly on the daily, right? Why aren't you guys protesting in your own community when there's a drive-by? If Mike Brown would have been killed by a drive-by in his same neighborhood, there wouldn't be no issue. You guys wouldn't be flipping over cars and trying to protest and try to make a big deal. And that happens a lot more than a white cop shooting somebody. So it's like, hold on. Why, wait, okay, so we're protesting. Wait, why aren't we protesting these rappers that are glorifying this whole attitude and this whole philosophy that's in the hood and killing each other? Well, we don't want to protest that because that might put some responsibility on us. We might have to start watching how we act, and then we're being held accountable. Come on, man. come on now. Like, I'm not taking that serious, yo. And then you're like, oh yeah, these white folks, right? These white folks or the government's gonna respect us and take us serious. You don't even take yourself serious. Are you for real? For real? I got people and I have a cousin that I go back and forth with on this a lot with, because I've told you guys some of my story. I grew up very broke. Grew up around a lot of ghetto black folks. Never claimed to live in the actual hood. I got a cousin who started living with me in high school, and he actually moved out of the hood. Had he have not moved in with me and my mom, he probably would be dead. Very rough life. Very, like, really about that life. Got stab wounds, shot at, all that stuff, right? Been in the hospital, all that. So we'll debate back and forth, and it's just, I just see the difference in the mindset. It's like this victim mentality, and it's like, yeah, the system's designed to keep us down. You know, we don't have a chance to even make it out the hood, and this and that. It's like, okay, like, I hear what you're saying, and you do have a valid point. You definitely are dealt a bad hand of cards, right? Which is the case with a lot of people, though, in different areas of life. Like, people don't just struggle in the hood. You know what I mean? You got people that wish they would have been born in the hood and just born with without a mental disability, born with working arms, working legs. There's a lot of different struggles that go outside the hood. So don't just play the victim, right? But he's just like, man, there's the education is second rate. There's liquor stores on every corner, and he has like this very valid argument. But I'm like, okay, so what are you doing to fix that though? Because last time I checked, you had like $40 left, and you spent it all on weed. Why ain't you go buy a book? And then it gets frustrating. It's like, you don't understand. It's like, nah, I'm just holding you accountable, and I'm agreeing with you, but let's just be proactive and let's make something happen, right? And I see there's too much of that. Trust me, the system isn't that complex to keep the black man down. No, the black man just doesn't want to take responsibility. And then when a black man says that, it's like, it's like we're just supposed to have this. And what's crazy, the stuff I'm saying is actually because I do care. It's not just, it's just, there's not going to be change. You could march all you want. You could protest all you want about this stuff. That's what we're doing is we're treating the symptoms, not the root. It's like, oh, but these black cops shouldn't stereotype. Okay, let's all right, let me back up a little bit too. And then there's another argument that it's like, of course there's a black stereotype, right? I've been prejudged. I've walked into stores. I've had people follow me around. My wife and I have gone to car dealerships. We've gone to buy furniture, and people just act like we don't have the money to buy certain things, right? All that's happened to me. And so there is a stereotype. Is it right? No. Is it right to prejudge people? I guess no, right? But everyone does it. You know what I mean? Everyone does it. And so someone will say, oh, well, the cop judged Mike Brown. They were just walking down the street, and the cop judged him. The cop didn't even know that he had robbed the store or whatever. Or not even Mike Brown, just anyone. Like, oh, cops are judging, the black man because he got a hoodie on. All this stuff, right? I got so much to say, man. It feels good to get this off my chest. I should have took notes. But a couple things on that. First off, black people judge too, just as much as white people judge. Mike Brown judged. When Mike Brown went in and robbed the gas station, he judged the owner or the clerk or whatever. He looked at him. He was like, okay, you're small. You're a chump. I'm going to reach in, grab this stuff. You try to stop me, I'm going to throw you out the way. Had that been another Mike Brown on the other end of the register, Mike Brown wouldn't have robbed the store like that. He would have been like, dang, I'm a little bit short. I guess I'll be back when I got the money. Or he would have went to another store, or he would have had a gun or something like that. Mike Brown judged that dude, but it's not. But but black people can't be the ones that's judging, right? Because we can't take no responsibility. Okay. And then it's like, okay, he judged Mike Brown like he's some sort of criminal. I mean, the cop judged Mike Brown like he was some sort of hoodlum, some sort of criminal. Didn't he just rob a gas station? What the? Okay. And I'll say, hold up, but it's not right. But still, it doesn't matter. He shouldn't even. It doesn't matter that he. It's like we just try to remove all responsibility. Like, so what that he just robbed the gas station? He didn't know that. Why is he judging him? Well, let's talk about it. Why is there that judgment, that stereotype, right? Did it come out of nowhere? I mean, there's a reason. If I'm walking down the street, right, I got Mike Brown, or let's say Trayvon Martin. I got Trayvon Martin in his hoodie on one side, and I got white guy in the tux on the other side. You could call it judging, and that's why I said, is the judging necessarily bad? I don't know. Depending on on what you do with it, might be more the issue. It's late at night, I'm gonna walk on the side with the white guy. Unless I know Mike Brown, I might dap him up or something, whatever. If I don't know Mike Brown, I'm gonna just go ahead and go to that side. Or there's an old lady over there, I might go to that side. Some people might call that street smarts, right? But why do we have that, right? Why do we have that mentality? Why do we have that prejudgment? It didn't come out of nowhere. The black guy in the hoodie, people locking their doors when you walk by, old ladies hiding their purse when you walk by, people following you into the stores. It didn't come from nowhere, yo. And it's like when we see people reacting to these stereotypes, we get pissed off. But when it's in this music video, or it's in your speaker, right, and you got the subs, you know what I mean, and you beating down the block and it sounds good to a nice beat, you don't have an issue with it then. It's like, come on now, where's the, like, there's got to be some accountability. So why don't we work to change that? Why don't we get less people, why don't we take some of the people off the corner with hoodies, and on the side of the liquor store with hoodies, and people commit crimes in hoodies? Why don't we get some of them people in libraries, get more of them people doing better in the community, and let's change that stereotype, so that now when you see a black dude in the hoodie, there's a different picture that comes to mind. And see, here's the thing, that's not something that's gonna happen overnight. That's not gonna be easy, and that's gonna take a lot of accountability, and that's why people won't do it. But they think, oh, let's just flip cars and burn stuff up, and that's dumb. What, man? They burning Walgreens. What did Walgreens do? Walgreens ain't do nothing. They over there burning. I bet ain't no KFCs get burned down. Let's just keep it real. I ain't seen every footage in the riot, but I'm sure they ain't burned no KFCs down. I can see a black brother running up with a brick like, KFC. Dang. I'm trying to get a 3-piece at lunch tomorrow. Let's throw this brick at this car over there. I can't mess with KFC. But it's like, what is that doing? It's like, okay, we'll riot, right? We'll burn stuff. We'll flip cars over and loot and all this stuff. And it's like that's gonna be some quick fix, because that's less accountability, and it's gonna get us nowhere. So yeah, my whole frustration is, and again, a lot of this stuff can be applied to a lot of different people and races, but I mean, it is a race thing. That's what I'm talking about right now. We're not beating around the bush. This is a black and a white thing. That's what this whole case is. The whole Trayvon case was been about. So all right, so let's take some accountability. And this is another point too. It's like, okay, street smarts, right? It's no secret. You don't even got to be a black man in the hood. That's, as a black man, and like I said, I think there's truth to it. I really do. And I think there's evidence to support it. That, okay, not in all cases though. Let's be real. Not in all cases. Is there unfair treatment among blacks with the police and in the justice system? I would say yes. I would think it's undeniable that there's evidence to back that. Yes. So if that being said, and let's just assume that Mike Brown is completely innocent here, right? Let's say that Officer Wilson, he had his hands up, he shouldn't have done nothing, and he just shot him in cold-blooded, right? Cold-blooded murder. First off, Mike Brown, come on, man. Come on, man. Why are you even finding yourself in that situation? Because it wasn't no news break. All black folks know, like, all right, these cops might be a little bit testy. I might get treated different as a black man. How do you even get in a scenario where you're wrestling with an officer in next to his vehicle, right? And then to a point where you got to run, stop, and get shot? Like, come on, yo. We got to be smarter than that, too. Their thing is that the officer was like, get up out the street. Whatever he said, his little friend that was using the big words in the interview. And then his friend said, he said he told the cops, sir, we are 1 minute away from our destination. All right. You know what I mean? I don't care what he said. They said the cop came over and was cursing at him and was like, get out the street. And again, the knowledge that you know, all right, cops might be a little bit testy. They might beat me down with a baton, might get the Rodney King treatment. I might get shot. These cops are tripping. Oh, and I just stole some stuff. Officer rose up. Man, get out. Get the F out the street. Blah, blah, blah. All right, man, whatever. Hop out the street. Walk home. Hop on 2K. End of story. Why are you even debating with cops? Why are you still in the street? If that was his thing, get out the street, bruh. Get out the street. Keep it moving. What's keeping you in the street besides pride? Because ain't one testimony I seen, and there were some people saying that the officer in his car grabbed Mike Brown by the throat and was pulling him down. I doubt that very seriously. 6'4" black dude. The officer already said he was super strong. Big Mike, right? Had the strength to pull him from a sitting down position down into the car, and then there was wrestling. I doubt it. Anyway, there wasn't one testimony I saw where someone just said the cop drove up and grabbed him, and pulled him in the car. I doubt that happened, right? So whatever the dialogue was, drop your pride, keep it moving. Again, that's that same pride that's causing that black on black crime. Let's say a white cop puts his hands on a black person, right? The black person could legit do a crime, could steal something. Cops are called out. And let's say the cops get a little bit aggressive, right? Everyone's pulling their cameras out. Oh, police brutality, assault. But when a black person puts his hands on another black person, is beating them, dang near killing them, it's not assault no more. What is it? World Star. Oh, and then we put it on the internet. We make a compilation, and then we're like, dang, like, come on, be real, yo. Like, there's no sympathy. Like, there's none. Like, we got to take ourselves serious before you want anyone else to take you serious. Like, yo. And then it's like, oh, well, F the police. F the system. Designed to keep a brother down. But okay. The single black mom that hears some gunshots and is afraid and calls the white officers, and they come out and investigate and risk their life. Oh, it's not F the police then, right? The police officers are risking their lives on the daily to try and keep order in the community. Do they always get things right? Are they perfect? No. I'm just saying. Some of these people that's saying F the police, let's put them in uniforms and have them protect and serve. Have them put the weed down, put 2K down, so they can keep the community safe. You got to realize these cops leave their house every day with a lot of uncertainty that they even gonna make it back to their family. I mean, it could be a routine traffic stop and it's game over. You never know. So it's like, okay, F the police, come on now. Oh, the system, okay. But when you need 911 and the paramedics come out and they rescue, or your mama trapped in a burning building, and then the white man runs in and saves her. There's no race war then, right? There's no applause then, right? Like, come. It just frustrates me, man. So yeah, to sum it all up, and I want to know your thoughts in the comment section, please. Agree, disagree. Show me anyone that disagrees. Show me any kind of evidence that says that's not the real issue. Isn't the black community, and that is actually the officers. And again, I'm okay if anyone wants to say, all right, Mike Brown was completely innocent. The officer shouldn't have shot him. I'm just saying, okay, but let's rewind. Let's look at the root. Let's really start fixing things there, because we could eliminate all the white to black cop or white cops killing black guys in America, and we're still gonna have a huge issue. I'm just saying. Now, we eliminate the black on black violence, we might actually see the white on black violence stop with the cops shooting the black people. Because they like, dang, man, all these black folks at the library. We ain't even getting called out to them no more. I'm just saying. Where's the accountability? So, and I should have put notes out. I'm sure there's a few points I'm going to want to, after I'm done, I'm going to wish I would have addressed. But, yeah, this is something that bothers me, man. Bothers me, like. Yeah, let me know your 2 cents in the comment section. So, for the question of the day, I do agree that, you know, the little officers wearing the cameras and everything on their badge, that'd be good. I do believe that's good, and I'm not saying that the cops shouldn't be held accountable as well. But I don't believe that's the bigger issue, right? Everyone wanted to march for Trayvon. Oh, hoodie season, I got my hoodies on. And that lasted for a little bit, right? And even the rappers, that was a hilarious part. You got the rappers standing up for Trayvon Martin. But wait, your lyrics inspire more killing than any of this ever has. Like, what are you talking about right now? Get out of here with that. So yeah, man, I just think we got to do better, and I hate that it's a race war. But I think we're deceiving ourselves if we're not keeping it real and saying that, you know, some issues are race issues, and, you know, some issues are probably more prevalent in a certain race and whatnot. It just is what it is. And so, yeah, I'm really curious to see your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section. This is the only topic for today. Like I said, we'll have these rants every now and then, like a certain topic or issue, and we'll get a nice little healthy conversation going in the comment section. And again, sorry my voice is jacked up, but appreciate y'all listening to your boy. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Catch y'all tomorrow for another daily dose. You got any questions? Reach imav@gmail.com. Follow your boy, Twitter, Instagram. Till next time, God first, God bless.